Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Engineering Briefs. I'd like to welcome us all to this semester, to a new month, and today we have with us a very interesting interview with a man who's a jack of all trades. They call him the Ronaldo of Chisa. We have with us Jeff, but then I'll allow him to introduce himself shortly. So you're welcome, and we would like to know more about you.
All right, thank you very much. First, I'd like to commend leadership for putting in such an excellent initiative. My name is Godwin Jeffery Ackah. I'm in final year petrochemical engineering, and I was a former department president for Association of Petrochemical Engineering Students, the former Senate Deputy Speaker for the 5th GISA Senate, and currently the Vice President for Ghana Engineering Students Association.
I told you guys he's a jack of all trades, literally. So in your introduction, you mentioned you're a petrochemical engineering student. Petrochem is not one that most students go into, so what's the story behind yours?
Myself, I chose medicine.
So he's a medical student reject.
I wanted to be a medical doctor, but I ended up getting petrochemical engineering. So I was weighing options to whether to go into other universities to pursue medicine. But I had consultations and I was told petrochemical engineering is one of the finest programs that I would ever find. So I ended up being petrochemical engineering here. I think that's one of the best decisions I ever took.
Wow, so from being a medical student reject to someone who's enthusiastic about petrochemical engineering. Wow. So for our medical students who were rejected and found themselves here, know that they're in a very good space regardless. So how has your journey been like 4 years down the road academically? How have you found petrochemical engineering?
The journey has been insightful, challenging a bit, but I think it has been great. Looking at from first year down to final year, medical student rejects, now finding my feet into engineering. It has been quite challenging, but I think it has been very excellent, as I can see.
That's really, really good to hear. So aside being a student, I've heard that you're a man who was the best senator GISA head. So aside academics, what else are you doing?
Aside academics, I also do a lot of extracurricular activities, and mostly the ones that really I found it very insightful and interesting is taking up leadership roles. I said it in my introduction, I was a deputy speaker, I was a president, and currently I'm also a GAA general secretary. That's the alumni association for my alma mater, and I still hold the position of the GISA vice president. So I've been taking these activities, and I think it has been great so far.
That's amazing. I'd like to dig a bit deeper into the Ronaldo title. That's what I'm hearing, that yeah, the Ronaldo of our time. So how is that part of the extracurricular activities?
Personally, back then I was a footballer.
Okay.
I used to play football, but I was academically good, so I had to choose between being in academia or being in the football. But I ended up being in engineering, but that has not preventing me from still. I'm still in football as well. Aside that, I also like video games. I also do other volleyball and all other games as well. And the ongoing GISA Premier League, I'm the top scorer as well. So
top scorer for GISA Premier League is my vice president. I'm so happy to hear that. So now let's talk about your experience in terms of hands-on experience. So how have you been able to use petrochemical engineering in the industry? Have you had any internships? How has it been for you? Where were you able to intern?
I've had 2 internships, second year and third year. I had one at University of Mines Technology, where I was working at environmental monitoring labs. So what we did was working on samples from the mining industries. They bring in their samples, we test for some parameters, water quality indicators, and we also do analytical testing. We use the atomic absorption spectroscopy
Hey, good.
to test for some heavy metals and some samples. And we also do coliform tests to check for some impurities so that we can treat them before we dispose them into the environment. So those were some of the things that we were doing. And my second internship I had was at Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC. So I was also at the production department where we were working on production, making projection of daily production, monthly, and yearly quotas and all. So what I was doing, the task I was doing was trying to find anomalies in the production data and also to look out for the chemical consumptions, chemicals that were used during the production at Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. So it has been a great experience. That time it's actually made me draw a link between the academia and the industry and tackling real life experiences and projects. I was put on projects, one of the oil fields, the Trinidad and Tobago field, where I was part of some engineers where we were working on real time experiences. So it has been great.
Amazing. So, what skills can you boast of after your 4 years here in the College of Engineering?
The first skill I would say is my leadership skills. College of Engineering has really shown me to be a good leader. And as a student leader, I've also led some student-led initiatives back then in department. When I was a department president, I initiated a lot of policies and
Can you share a few without the policies?
Yeah, so back then in department as a president, what I did was I led a team to work on a department website where it's still working. So we have a website for Association of Petrochemical Engineering, which was done under my auspices as a president, where I also initiated a food bank for financially disadvantaged students who were not able to find it difficult to make ends meet, so we give them special packages.
Wow.
And not only that, we also negotiated on behalf of the departments where we had a diploma courses on safety training and operational health management from Imperial College of Mines and Safety, where students got certificates in safety and a lot more.
Wow.
That's, I think,
That's so amazing. I told you guys, he's literally a jack of all trades. Look at the amazing things he's doing as a student here in the College of Engineering. So let's go back to the skills you've gained. Yeah.
So aside that, back then when I was doing my internship, there were some challenges that were happening in the industry where I identified one. They had a problem with some wells that are not working, some sensors. So they are able to predict the bottom hole pressure. So I identified that problem and I pitched that idea to one lecturer at the petroleum department. So currently, as I'm speaking, we are working on a project. So we are using machine learning and artificial neural networks to make correlations and models to predict those parameters. So that has challenged me to take up some courses in Python that we are using coding and modern Python software to do that. So as a standard, I have the basics in coding. Not only that, I also have a skill in simulation, Aspen, we run simulation and make flow sheet and all. So I think I've gained some insightful skill that I think is good to put in your that pedestal in the industry.
I'm literally jealous of my vice president right now. So now you are doing a lot of things in school. How do you strike a balance with your academics, with your leadership, with your sports? How do you balance everything now?
This is a question that keeps coming in and out. Even some lecturers meeting me at the department and will be like, hey, do you even get time for yourself? And I'm like, but what I know is that people say that when you are in a position, you're actually being occupied, you don't even get time to study. What I do is that every academic year, before we come, I just state out my plans and set realistic goals for myself, the things that I want to achieve. So I have timelines and everything. So I set my priorities right. I make up my to-do list and I follow up and I do that accordingly. So, and not only that, I have mentors and my peers as well. So when I get challenge or encounter any blockade, I just reach out to them and they take me through, guide me. So that has been a way I've been working around to sustain myself when it comes to this balancing of my extracurricular activities and my academics.
Okay, I think I had two main things: setting your priority before the semester begins, and then having mentors and support from lecturers. Amazing. So now let's look at the College of Engineering. Would you say the college has actually contributed in any way to your growth or your department?
College of Engineering has contributed so much. Finding myself here, I say this is the best place I've ever get anywhere, because there are a lot of opportunities in the college. There are some units that I've taken advantage that has really helped me in my capacity. Innovation centers are available. So these give us training on these soft skills, coding and all. So this is a hub where I recommend everybody sometime in their life will have experience in College of Engineering, because it's a great place to be, I've seen.
Have the lecturers been helpful in any way? I think students have this mindset where you can't approach this lecturer because they're so busy. Have lecturers contributed in any way to help?
Oh yes. I wish I could mention their names, but
Feel free. I think you can do a shout out to.
I'll give a shout out to Dr. Jude.
Okay.
Dr. Jude has been very instrumental. I see him as father. He's really friendly. You text him, he responds anytime. So if I have any challenge or I have anything that I want to share, maybe Doc, I want to work on this project, and I will just reach out to him and he'll be like, it's a very cool thing, let's take it up. And recently there is a modeling club that is on campus.
You mean modeling like?
Modeling as in we are making
okay, because I'm sure some people have heard and they don't know.
Modeling
okay.
To make a prototype, a replica of real-time experiences. Wow. So I was part of the initiators of these things. Like students are in chemical engineering and they only teach us theoretical stuff. Why don't we set up something to make the theoretical things, make it happen and have a practical experience and that. So the modeling class like that, I pitched that idea to him and he was ready and took it up, and now it's existing and we have. So we train students, we meet, we have webinars and seminars where we train students on softwares, ChemCAD, AutoCAD, and Aspen in chemical engineering. So some lecturers have really played a lot of role in my boots. Dr. Martina as well, and some other lecturers. So I've seen you've really done well in my personal boot as well.
So don't be afraid of approaching your lecturers. Luckily, the College of Engineering has very cool lecturers who are so open for us students. So my next question is, you're about to finish school. What are your short-term plans and then your long-term plans?
My short-term plan is to graduate with honors. I want to finish with honors, and my long-term is to pursue my master's. I'm looking at going into catalysis for petroleum and refining, and to come back some days to come and contribute to my daughter in the energy sector of this country.
No more doom so all.
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, I'm also into this helping community engagements. So as it stands, I have a foundation for the Jeffery fraternity. So there's some of the things I want to pursue after school, set up a foundation. There's one that I will launch very soon, the Theatre of Things Foundation.
Wow.
Where we let people realize their dreams, give them the support that they need. So those are the things, the long-term goals that I have when I'm out of campus, aside the academia. Those are some of the things I want to work on. As it stands, they are working, but we will officially launch it for more people to join us all.
We really look forward to seeing what you have for us. So, unfortunately rounding up for today's interview, but do you have any piece of advice for those who are watching us today?
My piece of advice for those watching us, especially those in College of Engineering, especially the first years that are coming, what I'll say is that there are a lot of opportunities in this college that you have to take up. You have to sometimes not only about the academics, you also have to get some skills as well. Myself, I take up courses online from Udemy, Coursera, that I'm now having a certificate in project management. I also have one from University of Mines and Technology on fuel and lubricant technology. I also have one from Imperial College of Mines and Safety on operational health and safety management, and other from KNUST e-learning center on leadership growth and development. So these are things that will add up to your capacity. You have to put the capacity so that you be the engineer that will be on that pedestal. And I would advise them to be taking up these courses and utilize these units, the innovation centers, the KEEP, and the e-learning centers. They're always available to assist. And lastly, I'll talk about networking. You have to network. Finding myself in GMPC for internship because somebody who recommended me, a friend, a colleague, was even a junior. And she told a relative there to call me. So I'll say you have to talk to people and have friends, build that connection with them, and I think that would be good.
I think I've made you look like the picture perfect college student or engineering student, but then one last question I want to ask you, did you face any challenge in your 4 years trip? Because it seems like you have everything together.
I mean, there is always challenge in the journey. It's not a walk in the park, I would say. Balancing the academics and these extracurricular activities, and managing stress in College of Engineering. Those are some of the challenges I face. But I didn't make that be a hindrance to my growth, because whenever the challenges arise, I just reach out to mentors, lecturers, and express myself and how I'm feeling, and they give me the advice that I need to overcome those challenges. So I would say that's what I face throughout my journey.
I think I really like that part, that we shouldn't boil or keep our challenges to ourselves, but we should talk about it to the right people and receive advice. So I've really enjoyed today's interview. I've learned so much. You definitely deserve the title of being the jack of all trades, the Ronaldo of GISA. So thank you so much for watching today's edition of Engineering Briefs. We hope you've had a very good time and you've learned a lot from the man of GISA, the jack of all trades. So thank you once again and have a blessed day.